stim and recall away.
Okay.
Different than how I would handle it in a socialization context, right? It's totally different when we're dealing with on leash. And it's just because I've got to teach her not to fixate and focus and worry about that dog, and I've got to teach her to find other means, because the difference is when we're dealing with on leash, you've got to get her used to the fact that those dogs are going to keep coming. She can't growl and make them go away. That does not work out on a walk, right? In socialization, those dogs are free to walk away. In the real world, even if that dog hears her growl and says, oh, that dog doesn't want me to get closer, they don't have a say in it. They're on a leash and their owner's walking them towards, right?
Yeah.
So we can't rely on the same principle. We have to teach her to do the walking away. We have to do that. Similar to like when we were talking with your niece, you want your dog to also learn to walk away and go into the crate, because we can't control, right? My dog, when I first got him, also did not like kids, and I used to do a lot of public events with him. And because I can't control those kids in public events, he had to learn that if kids were approaching and he was uncomfortable, he had to walk away. That did not help him trust kids ever, right? It wasn't until I was able to get him around family kids. So it helped to avoid dog bites, but it didn't ever rehabilitate the problem. You know what I mean? Because he's still just as distrustful as kids until he was around kids that he could learn we're going to be respectful of him. Okay, so she's way more focused on this guy.
Yeah.
Guy, girl? Girl. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to have you just stand still first, and you're just going to approach and recall away.
Don't forget, she redirects.
I'm ready for it. Looks like a butterfly. Yep. Now, if you notice, there was a lot of staring and loading up prior to that growl, right? There was a lot of precursor there.
Come.
So she should have turned sooner?
Come.
Right there. Yeah, perfect. Have you ever used the pet convincer?
No, just seems to be another thing I'd have to carry around.
I have to ask because, just because I know you've been at this for a while. Sometimes, so the pet convincer can be a whopper of a correction for some dogs. I have this nice pet convincer, it's mine, I bought it. I found this in my pocket at the hotel room last night. For some dogs, it's like, stops the problem. You know what I mean? And you may find that it's helpful for you. So I'd be kind of curious. I mean, this is like, we've kind of done these repetitions, and you can continue to do this on your own. But I'm kind of curious. Now, what I would do if I were you is I would put the remote in your pocket for right now. Take your leash, and you're going to do two-handed, right? So your right hand, you can hold however you're comfortable. I usually do a thumb lock, like that. Your left hand, what I want you to do is a finger lock. Index finger, imagine the dog's right here, okay? So index finger, so the leash is like that.
Sorry.
So with your left hand, yep.
Left hand.
Index finger through it. There you go. Now have both parts of the leash just straight in your hand like that. Perfect.
Okay.
And just make that so it's closer to your dog. Like close enough that you feel like you have control. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yep, like that. Then, from that position, pet convincer.
Can I have it in my other hands?
You can, but the nice thing is, I'm healing my dog.
Yeah.
Hands right here. Dog reacts. Trigger's right there. Right where the dog's neck is.
I always get nervous with her because she's very strong, and she's ripped the leash out of my hand with my thumb wrapped around it before.
That's why you have it over your body.
It helps me.
Yeah. Sure.
Well,
You know, I'm getting older and I.
yeah,
have
you could do
arthritis.
though, I mean, you could have in this hand, you can have whatever kind of grip you want.
Can I just put it over my shoulder like this?
How short? Yeah, you might be able to be fine, I guess, with that. You could try it.
I mean, we're not gonna walk right up, nose to nose.
No. She's not ready for that yet. Yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
You mentioned that she redirects. Does she redirect onto you or other?
No, not onto me.
No, she was basically saying for me to be careful, being too
Okay.
close to her, because she might lunge at me.
I didn't
Because
want,
I've seen dogs redirect.
I'm the owner.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And with the pectorals and.
when Shana was very young, like playing and stuff, when she gets very excited, she would, you know, like, knit me very hard or something to get me to do it, like you're not giving me the tug, I want it,
Yep. Okay.
You
So I'm gonna
know?
put this here.
but not redirect and, because she's pissed off that I'm going to put the dog.
Two different things.
Yeah.
Put this here, so I'm not gonna come over and hand it to you. You're gonna come over and grab it. I'm just curious, sometimes it's a quick fix, you know, it just helps get over the hump.
So is this the trigger thing?
Yep. Yep.
Try this. Trigger
Yep.
thing.
And then relax that left arm. There we go. So now walk. You're gonna push it a little bit. You're gonna be ready for her to potentially react. Yep. Wait for a little bit more reaction. though.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah. So this is a little bit different timing than with the low level e-collar stem.
She likes
This
it.
is more of a punishment for the reaction.
Wow.
Okay, back up.
She's like, that's cool.
How could she get that close?
What's that?
How come she was able to get that close? Because she was distracted with the peckinins?
Yeah, I think she was concerned about
Yeah.
what the hell was that weird thing,
Yeah.
right? Alright, so now, back up a little bit more. Martin, will you come up here a little bit more? I'll just move perpendicular. Walk back and forth. Now we have a moving dog, so same thing. And again, you're gonna wait for the growl or, you know, more of a sign that she's actually going into that negative place. A little bit less proactive than this. And try and relax yourself a little bit. Because you're gonna be feeding her information that you don't want to be feeding her. Thinking about it. Good. Alright.
Wow.
Now we're gonna do oncoming approaches. Same thing. So Martin, you're just gonna mirror what she does. Right. Good. So there's no need to correct there, really.
Okay.
Yep. And then when you correct, so will she let me handle her, do you think, or she kind of says?
I've never had someone else handle her. I don't let my husband handle her out in public because
Okay.
he's too loosey-goosey.
So what you want to try and do with the pet convincer is you're kind of like, you're tensing like this, so when you're correcting the pet convincer, you're actually squirting in front of her.
Okay.
If you relax your arm, you should be correcting at her neck,
Alright, okay.
okay? But you're doing this as you walk. Just stay relaxed but ready, right? Think like Bruce Lee. You know? Ready to strike any moment. Okay?
Deep breath. Like,
There you go, that's better. Good. That was good.
Was that too soon?
So you're happy. I'm calling right now for stricter gun laws in Massachusetts. Keep them out of this lady's hands. Okay, now, hold on. As you're approaching, you're going to be a little bit, come more to this side. Martin's going to approach more towards the wall. You guys in the front row, hope you're wearing protective clothing. Don't sneeze, whatever you do.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's probably reading the energy, you know. So I don't know if you guys saw that. What's your dog's name? Dee Dee. So Dee Dee's totally reading the energy of this dog, and as Martin got close, Dee Dee was like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang on outside. It's all good. She's not, you know. She sees the situation. She's no dummy. All right, let's do one more time.
He's over here. This
Yep,
side, right?
exactly.
Good.
Fix her.
Let's have a play group now.
All right, we'll do one more pass, then you can put her away. Okay? Okay, so why don't you put her away? We'll talk about this a little bit. And Martin, you can put Dee Dee away too. Just give her some space.